one, action.
Action.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Sith Happens podcast. We've been gone for a little bit. It's been about, how long has it been? Like a month?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
4 weeks.
I don't know.
We had finals and college is hard.
College is hard.
But we're back.
We are back.
On summer break. I'm on summer break. Micah will be on summer break as of tomorrow evening.
Yeah,
So we're ready. We're coming at you.
Yeah.
We have a full summer of Bad Batch and Loki,
and eventually Black Widow.
Yes, today we're gonna finish Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So
triple feature.
Triple feature. All 3 episodes that we haven't covered, we're gonna cover them in the hour time frame. Maybe, I don't know. It usually just depends because sometimes we don't know. But
yeah, it's just vibes.
It is just vibes. But yeah, we're happy to be back. Sorry we've been gone for so long. You know what? I'm going to take a picture and post this on Instagram right now. That's the selfie camera. Okay. Do it again. Do the thumbs up.
Awesome. Filming right now. Hashtag.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, here's the problem.
What's the problem?
Well, you know the problem. I'm talking to the audience here.
Okay.
Our faithful listeners who we love dearly. Since it's been 3 weeks, we don't remember the episode.
No,
And I only have notes on one of them. Oh my god, you can see my notes now. See, I put emojis and stuff and everything.
Wow.
You've never been able to see them until now. That's crazy. Anyways. So we don't remember the episodes and we only have notes for one. So I hope you will all be entertained by our desperate attempts to summarize the episode based solely off of our very bad memories.
Yeah, all we did to prepare for this was I read the plot synopsis for 5 and 6 off of Wikipedia.
And I was like 75% paying attention, so.
Well, what was the point of me reading it?
75%.
Okay, well, yeah, we're going to be grasping for knowledge here. So hopefully you guys can bear with us. I mean, usually most of you do. But yeah, we're gonna try our hardest.
We are. So let's go ahead and start. Since we have 3 episodes to get through. Let's see. Okay. For some reason. Oh, okay. Just starting off, when they're playing the flashback, and then it shows that scene with Io saying, "I'm here for Zemo." I don't remember her saying that, but I think that was just my bad memory. So, moving on. Ouch. Bucky. What is that? Is this the episode where he... Is the "You Are Free" episode? I think it is, because I said ouch Bucky, and next I said honestly Io is cool.
You said
so it has to be.
Who is cool?
Ayo.
Oh.
AYO.
Okay. Yeah. So I know what you're talking about. For a second I was like, what?
Yeah. So I think this is that scene. Great scene. Great performance.
That was a good scene.
Sebastian Stan. Props to him.
Sebastian has moved very high up on my actor list, like actor Marvel character list. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that Bucky Barnes finally has a character now.
Yeah.
Rather than just being like, Steve, I'm not worth this, or, this thing.
You know me. No, you don't. No, I don't. What is it? No, I don't.
Yeah.
You know that.
You know me. No, I don't.
He had the thing where he had 8 lines of dialogue in Captain America: The Winter Soldier or something like that.
And then Civil War, and he's like, Steve, I don't know if I'm worth all this.
I didn't do it.
Hydra.
Yeah. So, anyways, Bucky's cool now.
Bucky is cool now. He's so
Not that he wasn't cool before.
He's cooler now. Because he actually has development.
Always had respect for Bucky. He's been in my top 15 characters, but now I don't know. He's just pretty cool. Anyways. And then the Avengers, not the Nazis. What was I talking about?
The Avengers, nothing. Oh yeah,
It's probably Zemo
Zemo,
making a
Zemo,
comparison.
Zemo was talking trash about the Avengers, and Sam was like, "Hey, you better be careful. Some of those are really good friends." And Bucky goes, "The Avengers, not the Nazis."
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
like, "Thank you, Bucky. We weren't
That,
aware."
that was funny. Um, and then I said there has never been another Steve Rogers.
There has not been another Steve
There has
Rogers.
not been. That is correct. I don't know why I said
You're
that.
absolutely right.
They were
Good
probably
job,
making
Amaya.
comparisons. I don't know. So, anyways, I said that. Next is Sam talking about his TT, and it made me laugh.
Oh, his aunt. And
Yeah.
I was like, what? His TT?
That was a funny scene. I enjoyed that.
What, was
And
it yellow or
then
something?
what?
Said what, was it yellow or something?
What?
His TT, was it yellow?
His aunt?
Oh my, okay, never
What's a
mind. Never
TT? I'm
mind.
confused.
TT, like P, like Liz.
That's what you call that?
That's what yeah, when I was younger, that's what it was called. I gotta go TT.
That's so strange.
What'd you say when
Anyways,
you were a kid? Hey, mom,
I don't
I
know.
have to go piss. Like,
Yes.
okay, Amaya, let's go to the toilet. Yeah, shut up.
And then I said basically what everyone agrees with this. I said Carly has good motives, but she's making it worse for herself.
Yeah, she's like, grr. She's like,
And I
let's kill people now. And they're like, Carly, no. And then she's like,
Carly, yes.
yeah, Carly, yes.
Oh, so that was annoying. I was like, bro, I want to support you and like you, but you're making it really hard.
I
Basically what Sam
understand.
says.
I understand the position she's taking, but I don't like the way she's going about it.
Um, and then I just at this point, so this is the point where Sam and Bucky and Zemo, they all split up and are trying to like find information or something. And at this point, I just didn't know what they were doing. I was confused. But apparently, they were trying to find this old lady's funeral because Carly was going to be there. And they want to talk to Carly, so I guess
It was like, I don't know, it was like Carly's grandmother or somebody she was close to. And Sam and Bucky were like, kid, have you seen this old lady? And everyone was like, no, we don't talk to Americans. And Zemo was like, have you seen this old lady? And this little girl was like, give me candy.
yes, Turkish delight.
I've never had one of those. I don't understand the craze. I'm just not, sorry guys, I'm not European. I'm brown.
So yes, Turkish delights. I was like, hey kids, you want some candy?
Okay.
That's just what that made me think of because he was like humming and then he like dumps it. But and then I always forget. I don't know what made me say this, but I always forget that Zemo lost his family. Like this dude literally had a wife and kids.
Yeah,
And he was just murked by the Avengers. Like
maybe it's just because of the fact that we never got to see them.
yeah.
That like maybe if we got like a flashback or something, they'd be more prevalent in our heads. But you know.
Also the fact that it's his entire character motive for like everything he does. So
Yeah, he's like
pretty important.
it's like Vin Diesel and like the Fast and Furious movies. He's like, I don't got friends, I got family. And Zemo's like, I don't got family, I'm evil now. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Zemo's sus, and then he switches up, and it's like I knew we couldn't trust him.
Yeah, he's just like, sorry guys, I'm bad. And I was like, God dang it, I was actually liking you. Disappointment. That's the main emotion I recall. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Off topic. I don't know how to hashtag Instagram post. You can't see it. Do you know
You
how?
don't?
Do you know how? Because
You
like,
just do hashtag
how many should I put?
as many as you want. There's no caption limit on Instagram. Like there is on TikTok.
I have 6 currently.
That should be good.
The first one is podcast, and then I have TFATWS, and then Sam Wilson, and then Bucky,
Like a bunch of Marvel ones.
and then Captain America, and then Sith Happens podcast, because we deserve our own hashtag.
Yeah, we do deserve our own hashtag.
And
use our hashtag, guys.
Yeah, please use our hashtag. And I can't believe I haven't done this yet. But let me know what hashtags to put in this Instagram post. Let me know down in the comments. And while you're down there, smash that like button, hit subscribe, make sure to click the notifications button so you don't miss an episode from us, because we're very liable to just disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it be like that.
Self-roast. Okay, we can go back to the show now.
Okay, Zemo switches up and then Bucky gets angry, and I was like, angry Bucky with like the smirky.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, angry Bucky.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, okay. Okay.
And then I don't understand the plot again, and just flag smashers, that whole thing.
Okay, flag smashers, they want resources and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't like that they're being moved.
I guess I know. I think that part of the storyline was compromised due to COVID. Like, I think there was supposed to be either other projects or something that like further developed the Flag Smashers storyline. And we didn't get to see that because of the pandemic. So that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm not really gonna complain about it, because I know that it would have been done better if there weren't a pandemic. So
Yeah, probably so.
It is what it is. And then I said I hate John Walker. It's true.
Yeah.
Don't like him.
Yeah, he was like, hey, where are you guys going? None of your business. I'm going with you. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Thank you, white man. Let's go.
And then we see the funeral scene. It's just the funeral.
Carly
and
says
Sam pulls up, and then they have a good conversation. You know, Sam.
Yeah, real civilized, really nice.
I think that in that conversation, there's a lot of parallels between Sam and Steve. Just like the way he talks and his mindset and his morals. I'm like, that's very Steve.
Mm-hmm.
So and obviously I've always thought that Sam should be Captain America. Like, never questioned it, never criticized it.
Okay.
But I feel like in this episode, we definitely start to see why.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's kind of like proving himself almost.
That's fair.
Some people can't see that, but
I wanted to start up that discussion because my roommate, he feels bad. And he mainly feels bad for Bucky, and not in like the stupid watery eyes emoji way, but he's like, hey, like, I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like Bucky deserved the shield more than Sam did. But we were talking about it, and I was like, well, when you think about it, in reality, low-key, Captain America spent more time with Falcon than he did with Bucky. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
And I don't know, like, also, every time Captain America's done something with Bucky, it's usually gotten Steve in a bad position when it had to do with Bucky. But Sam, always been there, always been the perfect wingman, literally a perfect bestie. Like, he's such a chill guy, and yeah.
I also just think that, I mean, Bucky literally used to be the Winter Soldier. Which is obviously not his fault, but how is it gonna look if Steve gives the shield to someone who assassinated JFK and, you know, like, killed Tony Stark's parents and, like, did all these things that he did. Even though it's not Bucky's fault, the public
is not aware of that. But at the same time, I was thinking about that.
It's just not a good look.
That's true. But I was thinking about that. A lot of the stuff that Bucky did, I don't I guess it doesn't matter anymore because people in the show aren't like, oh, it's a Winter Soldier. They're like
Yeah.
Sergeant Barnes, and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't realize we're in 1945 again, but
Oh yeah. And also just because I think he knew Bucky obviously has his own problems.
he does have his
And he
own
needs to
problems.
sort out too. He can't solve those problems and also become Captain America in at the same time.
That's true. That's a big mantle to hold for a mentally unstable man.
Yeah.
No hate to mentally unstable people.
None taken. I guess he didn't say no offense, but does that look better? Okay. It was giving me a weird glare, so I shut it.
Nice.
Anyways, and then it's like everything happens, and then John Walker gets so mad, and I'm like, bro, just chill out. You are such a ragey little white boy.
Yeah, he's like, dude, okay, but like, I wanna go in there I wanna go in there in 10 minutes. And Sam and Carly were talking, and I was like, that was definitely not 10 minutes. My man just wanted to run in here with the shield.
Yeah, and then he starts like shooting. I'm like, bro,
I'm like, bro,
chill out.
relax,
You're gonna kill
dude.
someone.
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep. And then he takes the serum, and I'm like, you don't deserve that. You don't need it. Listen, I kind of agree with Zemo that super soldiers should not exist, but also Zemo is just sus. So like, I think he was a baron, so
He's royalty.
the existence of super soldiers threatens his supremacy, you know? And so I just don't think there should be super soldiers because the power, as we've seen, can get to someone's head and put it in the wrong person.
Yeah.
Also, just if super serum existed in real life, like, I don't know how ethical that would be.
If super serum existed in real life, I would be
human
terrified.
experimentation, and also they don't really know the long-term effects, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw this TikTok, and it was some girl, some artist or something. They were like criticizing Isaiah's wrinkles. They were saying that's not how human skin ages. Like so we do have like we have like collagen fibers in our face and like skin lines that run, and so when we get wrinkles, they form in the directions of those lines. And they're saying, well, Isaiah's don't form in that same direction. They're like, it's like crisscross or something. And I'm like, well, he has like super soldier serum, so he's literally genetically like different, and they didn't know the long-term effects of the super soldier serum anyways. So maybe that like weird wrinkle pattern is like a side effect. But also, that's just such a weird thing to criticize about a show anyways. Like, really? I'm gonna criticize the wrinkles on an old man? Could you focus on like the racism that he like experienced or something?
Yeah, that's really funny. You focus on the wrinkles that this man, they're like, oh, his face shouldn't do. That was literally how he aged.
Like, just
You can't say he
and
can't
it's
do
not
that.
the actor. Well, it's not the actor because they aged the actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he doesn't like actually look like that. He actually looks pretty young, like pretty younger. Not pretty younger. He still looks old, but
I thought this man.
yeah, no, they aged him with makeup and CGI. It's just this lady was complaining that the makeup and CGI wasn't accurate to true aging, and I'm like, well, he doesn't age like a normal person.
Wow. I thought he was an old man.
Well, he is old. He's probably still like 60s, 70s maybe. But they gave him more wrinkles and stuff.
Isn't that cool? If you were like that, wait, what?
Yeah.
Look at this man. Are you kidding me?
He looks pretty young. He honestly doesn't look that much older than like Anthony Mackie, to be honest.
No, he doesn't.
He just looks a little bit older.
How cool.
Yeah, no, they aged him. So, anyways, that's just stop nitpicking stuff, especially when there's a logical explanation for it in canon. So.
Exactly. So.
Anyways, and then John takes the serum, and then I thought we basically got it confirmed that Sharon is the power broker in this episode, in my opinion. I know it wasn't actually confirmed until like the finale or whatever.
Yeah, it was like the last episode where they came out and said it and stuff, but like we were getting hints.
And I don't remember why I said that. I was like, so Sharon is the power broker. That's what I said. I don't remember why I said that, but yeah. So basically, I'm really good at making inferences, but basically everyone knew.
You should do that for Bad Batch coming out, so we can predict stuff.
Make predictions.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I usually miss with my predictions, so.
You should also post them on Twitter.
Get torn to shreds. And then I said, Bucky is so hot. True. Don't remember. Oh, I think this is the scene right before the Dora Milaje come in. And I think he's like choking Zima or something. And I was like, that's hot. Anyways.
I'm really drawing blanks on half of the stuff that's going on here.
I know.
Like.
Then the Dora Milaje come in and they're beating up John Walker. And I'm like, yes, I love you. You're awesome.
He's like, Al, stop, please. Hey, the shield that you guys, the shield from your country, give it back. It's mine.
Ugh. The entitlement, he said. You don't have the authority to be here. And I saw this tweet, and it said, John Walker telling the Dora Milaje that they don't have authority to be here in a foreign country. That he doesn't have authority to be there either. That's just like sums up American politics. Him being like, you don't have the right to be here in foreign.
How did you get here, dog?
Like,
did you even tell anybody you were coming?
Do you have a right to be here? Like,
let me see your papers.
Assess that. Yeah, you should have just come legally.
It's not hard.
It's not that hard. You're just lazy. And then some people just completely miss the point of all of this. Can you believe? The whole show.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you missed the point of the show, because they literally put it in your face. Not even in like a rude way. Like, it's literally so integrated into the story that it's just like how do you miss it? How do you misread it? How do you miss it? More importantly, how do you get upset about it?
I don't know, bro. They'll be like, SJW propaganda. As if we didn't watch Tony Stark like bomb brown people in the Middle East in Iron Man 1. Like, bro, it's just equal. It's just even now.
Tony Stark racist confirmed.
But yeah, don't be stupid. The show's about racism.
It's not hard, guys.
If you don't like it, then you can go cry about it. Because there's like at least 20 other MCU movies about straight white men that you can watch. So
remember Guardians?
Go watch one of those.
I do.
What?
I said, remember Guardians? I do. Great movie though.
Yes, great movie. Next thing says, oh, and then Bucky's like, looking strong, John. And I was like, well, he's getting like beaten up by the Dora Milaje.
Yeah, he's like, keep it up. You're doing great. John's getting his fucking ass whooped.
That made me laugh a lot. Enjoyed that. And then he like has this mental breakdown because he can't handle that he just got beat up by women.
He's like, they weren't even super soldiers. And like, no, they were trained from birth, Jonathan.
Yeah, like they're literally like elite female warriors. You probably joined the military when you were like 18.
Yeah, you joined the military at 18? You shot a couple guys with a gun?
Yeah, you like went to, I don't know, whatever the military does.
You did some push-ups?
Steals oil?
No.
In Middle Eastern countries?
No disrespect to the people in the military either. I doubt we have many military people watching this. But like, legitimately, like,
oh yeah,
no
we're just playing.
We're just messing around.
Anyway, so John can't handle that. He's been in the military for like probably 10 years, I would say.
I got
and
beat up.
People have been training since birth. And
I've been doing sit-ups for 10 years, and I got
they
my...
beat me. I was seriously outnumbered by someone who was trained better in combat than me.
But look at my shield.
But they're black women. I should be able to beat them because I'm so much better than them. John, shut up.
Shut
Only
up.
hear it. He just can't handle it.
John,
So his white rage kicks in.
his white rage. And then he's like, super soldier serum? And Lamar's like, yeah, man. You know, because black sidekick. And Lamar's like, you know what? You're a good guy. It just enhances everything that's already about you, and you're a great man. So just do it. Rip Lamar. He would have been disappointed to see what Jonathan became.
I think it is interesting that sentence makes you more of what you already are, because if you think about it, Steve was already like the good man, and then when he took the serum, it like made him like the face of like American morals almost. Debatable, but and then we have Carly take the serum and she becomes extremist. It starts off by them just wanting more resources for people who weren't displaced during the blip, and then it ends up with her just going insane off of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see John Walker, who is he has white rage. That's his character. He represents white privilege. And so we see when he gets that serum, he goes crazy with it. You know?
Yeah.
So that was interesting. It was a new perspective on the serum that we didn't get to see with Steve.
You're right, because Steve was a goody two-shoes, I'm not gonna lie. That man was such a Boy Scout. It's not even funny. But I love Steve. I love him to death. He's like one of my favorite MCU characters.
Second favorite character.
Yeah, they had the same top three. You know. And I don't know. Steve is just like, he's literally take like the like kid in high school you knew that always did his work, was the teacher's pet, and like snitched on people. Take that and like make it a hulking mass of muscle. That's Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers definitely snitched on people in the grade school.
Steve Rogers is like, pre-serum Steve Rogers is literally just a male version of me, except I think he's a better person than me. His very like, I could do this all day. I can't do this all day, bro.
If I got punched, I'd just lay there. I'd be like, you know what? I'm done.
Actually, if those guys even like looked at me mean, I would probably just start crying and leave. Stop doing whatever I was doing.
That is accurate.
So we got to give Steve some credit. He might be a goody two shoes, but he's actually a good person.
He is a good person, and he stands up for himself, and he stands up for what he believes in, and I can admire that about him. Yeah. So, good for Steve.
We love Steve.
Jonathan, we do love Steve. Jonathan, however,
we do not love Jonathan.
Jonathan's like, you know what I mean?
John Walker was definitely that kid on the football team, and then you would like popcorn read him, and he would be like, the dog. and then he would definitely, I just know that, okay, so he definitely probably played football. No, he did. They confirmed that on the show.
Yeah, he
did. He would definitely tell all of his people, like his friends in the military, he'd be like, yeah, I was going to go pro, but I just thought serving my country was a better cut. Like, bro, you were never going to go pro. Stop.
He probably tripped at a senior football game, and the scout said no.
Yeah. He probably rode the bench, and he was like, I was really good. They just didn't have a place to use all of my talent.
He just rewatches his highlight reels.
If he were in college, he would like be that guy, like a frat who just constantly retells stories about high school football. Like you just know. Mm-hmm. You just tell by looking at it.
Yeah, he was like, "It's good to be back in my old high school." And I was like, "So what I'm hearing is that you peaked."
Yes. Yeah. And but he would definitely like all of the female English teachers would love him. You know? You know what I'm talking
I know what you're talking about because it's me.
about? No, it's like you know how female English teachers would always just love the stupid popular guys. You know what I'm talking about? You didn't know that?
Yeah.
It's like a meme, but it also happened.
Because I had like half and half. Half of my English teachers didn't do that, and half of them did.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like I had to think about it.
They would um, be friends with him.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Jessica.
And even when so obviously those guys are bad people, they were bullies, and so they would literally put other students down for the popular guy's validation, you know?
Yeah, but the teachers would just never see it, couldn't believe it. And again, I'm looking at you, Jessica. I love you, but
I'm looking at you, Lindsay.
I don't understand. I don't understand why. He don't even go by his actual name. I'm not gonna say his name, but
John.
I don't Yeah, sure, we'll call him John. I don't know why you like this kid so much.
Oh, you're talking about actual.
Yeah, I'm being legitimate here. I don't know why you like this kid so much. No.
I just thought of the guy that I went to high school with who was the equivalent of John Walker.
Which
told me that Planned Parenthood was founded by the KKK. It's not the one that told me that my Muslim family was okay because they're westernized. That was his best friend. They have different vibes. Because that guy didn't play football, he did theater, surprisingly. So, but yes, he was, and then this guy, I was trying to explain, why people deserve basic human rights, as one does when talking to a conservative. and I was and then he asked a question that I already explained. I was did you hear anything I just said? And he was no, I wasn't listening to a single thing you just said. And then I was oh, let me dumb it down for you then. And then I got in trouble. This dude was literally being openly racist in the middle of class, but I got in trouble for saying let me dumb it down.
And you can't call other students dumb. You can't put students down. Are you stupid?
I didn't call him dumb. Hey, you just called me stupid, bro.
What'd you say?
You just called me stupid.
No, I didn't.
Gaslight. Yes, gaslight.
Gaslight.
Gaslight. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. We coined that term. Oh, we didn't coin it. We assigned that term to Sharon Carter.
Yes, we did. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Gatekeep, girl boss.
Which one do you think she is? I think she's gaslight.
I think she's a healthy mix of gaslight and girl boss.
I don't know what a girl boss is because I'm not a girl. But
girl boss is it started off as just a saying by feminists, see a woman in a position of power, woo, girl boss. But then white liberal feminists started saying it to anyone, so it's with Kamala Harris, she's put thousands of people of color in prison for drug charges and stuff like that, and people are girl boss, first female war criminal, or the plane, the meme that's the plane, it's Republicans versus Democrats, and the Republican one's just a normal plane, and the Democrat one is has Black Lives Matter and a pride flag, but both of them are dropping missiles.
I think so.
That. It's you're praising bad people just because they're a woman. It's first female war criminal, first female CEO who's profiting off of child labor in South America. Girl boss.
Girl boss.
This is what I'm saying. I think that Sharon Carter is a healthy mix of gaslight and girl boss.
I see. How long have we been going? We've been going for 34 minutes on my end, from what I look at.
Okay,
and we've barely gotten through one episode.
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
And then we see, wait. Oh, okay, and then we see Carly literally so Carly is definitely gaslight and gatekeep.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
She's not really a girl boss, I don't think. So, So what was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, then we see Carly threaten Sam's family, Sam's sister.
Oh yeah, she was like, put Sam on the phone. I have your children's names. And I was like,
bro, see, there's the gaslight. I was like, Jesus Christ, can you just chill out? And but then they're talking about Captain America, and Sarah says this line that I really like, and she's like, "My world doesn't matter to America." I was like,
yeah, she was like
that
Russia.
was a great line.
Yeah, it was some, I don't know, but it was really good. It was like, I don't know, they were talking about America's mascot.
Yeah, and she's like, "My world doesn't matter to America, so why should I care about its mascot?" I
Yes.
think is what she said.
I wasn't listening.
I was like, "Aw, that was just perfect." The writing in this show is just so good. It really is.
It's a great show. Great writing. Really well done.
I was like, wow. And then we see.
Then Sam and Bucky are like, Carly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Carly's like,
oh yeah, and then they meet at that one place. I didn't really understand what was happening that time either. I was like,
yeah, what were they gonna do? Were they gonna like talk or like fight? And then Bucky's like, I'm coming with you. And Sam was like, thanks, Whitey. And so then they go, and they're chilling. And then Carly's like, I see you didn't come alone. And Bucky's like, in the back, like,
you didn't come alone. Blah blah blah. I'm British. I don't understand. I don't understand why she's British. But anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
I mean, I guess she's just from Britain, so I guess it makes sense.
No, I guess yeah. She
Ignore that. And then we see great fight scene.
Really good.
Really enjoyed it.
And then other super soldiers come in and they're like, and I have a question that you might be able to answer. Bucky Barnes, we know he's got the fat metal arm, right? That he has. But does Bucky have super soldier serum or is it just his arm? He does?
No, he has a super soldier serum.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Because for a second there I was like, Bucky's just a normal dude with a metal arm. And I was like,
no, because remember Zemo was like saying something about it, and it's like super soldier shouldn't exist, and then he was saying something else, and he was like, even you. And Bucky. Yeah, Bucky has a serum. But it's not like not a super soldier serum, it's like Hydra
super soldier serum.
Hydra, zombie, do whatever I want serum. You know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the same serum, just manufactured by two different governments, but yeah.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then Bucky says stay there for some reason, and I said, yes, sir. Bucky just looked really good in this episode, okay? Like I say, not
Oh,
like a Bucky
I remember that, yeah. Not some dude. Stay down.
Oh, yeah. Not to sound like a Bucky stan. But he did look really good in this episode, and I appreciated it a lot. So...
Careful there. You're starting to sound like a Bucky stan.
Sam gets his moment in the next episode.
Yes, he does.
I was like, oh my god. So, and then R.I.P. Lamar, he dies. I didn't really know if he was dead at first. I was like, oh, I guess he's dead.
I don't know why people found that so hard to figure out. Like this, like
he was like,
he got,
it just didn't look like it was enough to kill him.
He got kicked by a super soldier. It knocked him directly into a cement pillar, and you heard bones crack. But
bones can crack whenever you die.
Not your spine.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. So, anyways, I assumed he was dead, but for a second I was like...
I knew he was dead right off the bat, and I was really sad about it. Because, I loved Lamar. I really did.
Yeah, he was a good character. I feel... I don't know. I guess some characters, just their purpose is to be killed off.
Yeah.
Develop the plot, but I was like, dang, they really brought him in. I feel like he had some potential. Like, I was like, at the beginning of the season, I was like, I could see him, like, turning against John or something, and, like, teaming up with Sam and Bucky.
No. Death penalty.
So that was kind of sad, but
I haven't
we see maybe if we see some more stuff about John Walker or something, we might see more of him if we go into the past a little bit.
I had a real connection with Lamar, so I was really disappointed watching him die. The only real connection I had with him though was that he was the funny black friend. So
You should make one of those videos. It's like, I'm not the main character.
I'm the funny black best friend.
And then put Lamar in there. Although I don't know what other characters you could put.
Lamar, Sam, Rhodey, Lando,
Lando.
Troy from Community, even though I haven't seen the
Oh
show.
my god, I love Troy. Love him. Sorry, I'm rewatching Community right now too. So.
I know, so.
Anyways, and then John goes crazy psycho because his friend just died, and oh my god. And then, so we all knew, like, they were talking about there's, like, a gore warning for this episode, and we're like, something big's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're like...
So I'm like, it's happening right now. I'm a little nervous, but the score in that scene was perfect. It was amazing. The music, it was literally like, I don't know, it just conveyed so well what was happening. Like, John, like, snapping, and he's about to kill this guy with Steve's shield. It's a symbol of, like, doing what's right. And the whole public watching, and this guy who looked up to Captain America about to die at the hands of that shield. Everything, it just captured it. That music. I was like, oh my god. I don't know, my laptop is about to die.
Uh-oh.
1 second. I'm going to grab my shirt.
Alright, yeah, look, there's Hermione. Frizzy hair looking. Hermione Granger looking at. Oh, she's back. She's coming back. Can she hear me? I think she can hear me. Yes, she can hear me.
I wonder what you said.
You'll have to watch and figure it out.
Do you guys like my Spider-Man shirt?
Oh, I'm not wearing it anymore. My shirt looked like the blue one that I wear sometimes. It's just like Spider-Man. I'm hanging. And I thought I was wearing it, and it was just my stupid palm tree shirt that I've had since I was in the 10th grade.
And then, okay, so finish up this episode, and then we can just lightly discuss the other two.
Yeah.
Lightly discuss our thoughts of the finale, and yeah.
Yeah.
So Bucky kills the guy. He didn't even do it. I just don't understand people trying to justify it, saying like you can't be mad at Tony if you're mad at John. Like, bro, I will say I'm not defending what Tony did, but at least he was going after the guy who did it.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't Bucky's fault, it was, you know,
people like to complain.
Going after the guy who did it, but this guy didn't even do it, and John knew that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a misunderstanding. It was clearly communicated that this guy was not the one who killed Lamar.
It was literally...
He still publicly executed him in the most gory, psycho way possible.
It was the first person that he happened to get his hands on,
Yeah.
and he just ripped them to shreds.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, that dude. I really liked his name. And
so,
yeah.
If you, there's no way to justify it. Sorry.
It really can't be. Like, I understand, like, oh, he's the mom. He still killed a guy, and...
I get that, yeah. It's sad that Lamar died, but you can cope with ways of killing, or you can cope with ways of your best friend dying that aren't killing someone who didn't even...
I don't know. It definitely does bring up an interesting moral debate, because most of the people watching the show have and probably never will come kill somebody.
Let's hope.
Nah, let's hope. If you're in the military, by all means, you know what I'm saying? But, like, if you're like me, or her, please don't kill somebody. I'm looking at you
If you're in the
specifically.
military, don't kill anyone either.
Don't kill
unless it's
anyone.
like Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden's already dead.
But he's already dead, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly. So don't kill anybody.
Killing's bad, and so if you're trying to I don't know, there's a lot of people who are like, what he did I feel for what he did. Hello?
You what?
You feel for murder? Like you sympathize with murder?
So if your best friend got in a car crash, you're gonna kill the person that hit him?
Like, good lord.
I don't.
Chill out.
Or hit her. I don't judge. Yeah.
So that's that episode.
Yeah, that's that episode. Good episode. Oh, and yeah, and I forgot Sam and Bucky were just standing in the back, like the
Yeah.
emoji.
And then the whole world saw Captain America kill someone in cold blood.
I always
Doesn't look good.
think of Liam's video where it's like some dude ready to see Captain America in action is like him beating the brains out of some random guy.
Yeah. So then we get to episode 5, and this is the one that I watched at 3 a.m. And we see John Walker get discharged, and the government is like, we're mean people, and we created you, the character who represents white privilege, therefore saying the government. It was an allegory for the government. Oh my gosh, the government fostering an environment of white supremacy and sweeping the consequences under the rug.
Yeah, precisely. And but before we get too deep into that, how about that epic fight scene at the beginning of the episode?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, see, John was like, and then Bucky and Sam were like, give us a shield. And John was like, you don't get it. And they were like, yes, we do. And then they fought, and it was super cool. And they broke John's arm to get it off of him, which was very nasty. I did not like looking at it.
It's coming from like me, who's like gonna work with broken arms for the rest of my life. Like, seeing arms get broken is just.
I was about to say I've watched my brother's arm get broken. I didn't watch it break. I watched him fall like this, and I watched him get off the ground like this. Like pretend my hands. I watched him get off the ground like this.
Ugh.
Yeah. So like his arm was this way, but like.
Yikes.
Oh.
I've never seen a broken arm.
And yeah, no, it's not fun to look at. It's probably not fun to feel either. But yeah. I have broken a toe before, but that's a different story.
Metatarsal or phalanges?
Huh?
Metatarsal or phalanges?
Yeah. And so.
See, I'm just interested in this stuff. See, you guys can see my anatomy posters in the background.
Which one is which? I might be able to answer that question.
Metatarsals is inside. Okay, so the phalanges are the actual toes. They're not as commonly fractured though. The metatarsals are like the. Okay, we're getting feet up in here. The metatarsals are like the ones like in your right here.
Right here?
Like at the base of your toes, all the way down to your ankle.
Okay, no, it was the toes.
Okay. Interesting.
I kicked a chair because it was this chair actually. This chair. It was October.
I was gonna say, this sounds recent then.
Yeah, it was October and November. And I had just gotten done watching The Matrix with my roommate and 2 of my friends for like the 4th time that week. So I threw a kick, uncommonly known, I'm rather flexible, so I can throw a kick super high. But I misjudged how close the chair was and how close my leg was to it. So the chair, back of the chair is like right here. I threw my kick up and the chair went and I didn't think it hurt. It hurt like for the rest of the night, and I slept. And I didn't think anything of it for like a day. And then, wait, no. I went to bed. I woke up. I could not stand. I had a band performance to do at like 9:30. So I got up at 8:30 to get ready for it. And everybody slept in my dorm. Like me and my roommate obviously, and like the two friends I was with, we all slept in, and so I had to get up at 8:30. And so I got up and I stand up and I'm like, and I almost fall over. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird. Take a shower, pain. Get out of the shower, put my sock on, pain. Um, put my shoe on. I had to put my stupid band shoes on, pain. And so, and then I had to walk to my car, drive there, walk out into the freaking football field with my tuba, and then walk back, get in my car, and then drive back. And I was like, okay, that's really painful. But I still didn't think anything of it until the next 2 days when it started to bruise. And it was very bruised.
I think that performing a band performance on tuba is probably the worst thing you could do
I signed up. I had to be there.
with a broken toe.
Yeah. I signed up and I was just like, whatever. And so I went and then it started to bruise and it was really swollen. And then every now and then when I get out of bed, just a sharp pain right through it. And
Yikes.
it didn't occur to me until like maybe February that I'd actually broken it. Because at first I was just like, it's whatever. But like looking back, it was most definitely broken.
Yeah.
And
I think I tore my meniscus last year, and we never did anything about it. But that's fine. Comment your fun injuries below.
Yeah, let us know
if you got them treated.
Yeah, because I didn't treat my toe. I did not treat.
Unrelated, if you want to do a little experiment, comment if you're American or not.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see how many Americans refuse to get medical treatment.
Yeah. So I'm American. I did not seek out medical treatment. I just let my toe be broken.
I am American, and I also did not get medical treatment, and I just let my meniscus just kind of do its own thing, and it still kind of hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
Over a year later.
Every now and then, I jump out of bed and my toe still hurts. Every now and then, like a couple weeks ago, it swelled up again, and I was like, I don't even know why, but it was painful. It sucked. But anyways, back to the show.
Back to the show.
We're at 52 minutes.
Okay, let's just wrap it up really quick. Government fosters an environment of white supremacy. We see Madame Hydra, who apparently was supposed to appear in another project. Oh, I think Black. Wait. When was she supposed to appear?
I didn't even know she was going to be in this show.
She was supposed to. No, we didn't know that she was supposed to. She was going to be. She was the cameo.
Oh. Okay.
We see her, and we're like, if you were confused watching it, it's because another project that got postponed due to, I think it was Secret Invasion. I don't know. One of the shows that got postponed due to COVID that was supposed to come out before the Falcon and Winter Soldier, she was supposed to be in it. And so that was where we were supposed to have her introduced. And so that's why you kind of like don't really know who she is at first, because then she has this big dramatic reveal and you don't know who she is, because we were supposed to see her already. So
come on, Marvel, please get your act together.
Well, it's the pandemic's fault.
I know it's the pandemic's fault, but still, release schedules. Like, even if you push stuff back, at least release the thing first that introduces us to someone.
I think lots of aspects of this show were compromised in the pandemic, but it was still a fantastic show.
It was a really good show.
What it would have been like if there wasn't a pandemic. Probably would have been like top tier Marvel content, in my opinion. But what can you do? Oh well.
Get that.
Anyways, and then we see the conversation between Sam and Isaiah, and it made me cry at like 3:30 in the morning. And I was like, bro, I thought we were past the crying over Disney Plus at 3 in the morning when I saw The Mandalorian.
No.
But
Isaiah was like, nurse, let me escape or something. They experimented on me. They did not care about me because I'm black. And you shouldn't care either, Sam. And Sam's like, to get.
And you know what? Here's an interesting fact. Is that, so Isaiah was saying, that they experimented on all these black men and didn't tell them what the serum was or anything. Something like that happened in real life. It's called the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, where they injected over 400 African American men with syphilis to test the long-term effects of the disease on them, and they didn't tell. They might have told. They either told them they were saying this is syphilis, but we're testing a cure, so you're gonna get a cure. They didn't get a cure. They weren't gonna cure them. They were gonna let them get syphilis until they died, or they didn't tell them that they were injecting them with syphilis at all. But either way, they injected them all with syphilis. We're not going to treat them. We're just going to let the disease run its course on them until they die, so they can study the long-term effects. They didn't tell the family of the people that they had syphilis, so it's like spread to the families and stuff. Like, you know. So these people can watch and say, oh, it's so unrealistic that they talk about racism. Like, it's not. Like, something like that happened in real life. Like, it's just realistic. Like, I don't understand people, like, how can people complain about it when it literally happened? Just in a different, like, sense, you know? That was crazy. Because I had to do a project on it when I was doing my HOSA project. And so, when he was talking about that, I was like, that is so similar to the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. It was crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah. Very sad, but
yeah.
But it seems great. I enjoyed it. And I cried. This episode was really good. Episode 5 might be my favorite episode. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's an interesting fact for you guys today.
Yes. Fun fact. And if you want to look it up, you can look it up. Let me know, because I know I was confused on whether they told them they had syphilis or if they told them they were getting a cure.
That's.
I don't remember.
It's highly messed up. Not a good thing. We don't like that.
It's messed up. That was a while ago. That was like back. I mean, probably back whenever Isaiah was talking about, like I think it was the 60s, 50s or 60s.
It was like the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, and then they didn't even. And the thing is that the national health care system or whatever. Not that we have one of those. We don't have universal health care, so never mind. Whatever it was, anyways, it wasn't even addressed that it was wrong until like the 80s, when like whoever the president was in the 80s was like, sorry, a little too late for that.
Our
400
bad,
African American men plus their families dead of syphilis. Like,
our bad. I love black people. I'm sorry. Vote for me. Vote for me.
Yeah, basically. And so yeah, what else was in that episode? We had Madam Hydra and
Madam Hydra's like, John, give me a call, and he's like, this card is blank.
And first of all, I love that actress who they have playing her. She's great. She was in Seinfeld. And then we had John Walker, and we had. So wait, what happened to Bucky in this episode?
In this
John
episode,
and Sam. And what happens to Carly?
In this episode, Bucky.
Oh, this is where Bucky goes to Zemo.
Yeah, he goes to Sokovia and he talks to Zemo, and Zemo goes willingly, and then he says something to Bucky about being like truly free or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And then we get the freaking. This is hello. This is where we have the great conversation between Sam and Bucky at Sam's house. And we have Bucky crashing on Sam's couch and seeing the kids playing with the shield. That was a cute scene.
Yeah, and Bucky's like, kids. And and Sam's like, boat. And Bucky's like, boat? And Sam's like, boat.
The boat scene. Sorry, that is just the single-handedly the hottest scene.
Which one?
The scene where they're fixing up the boat, bro. I was like, just two hot guys fixing up a boat.
I was like, what
could it get better than this?
Yeah, no, they're both just like, you know.
Yeah, that was a great scene. Then we see Bucky with the kids, which is cute. Bucky flirting with Sarah. I ship it. I need it to happen.
Glad to know Bucky is not racist. In the last episode that we posted like a month ago, we discussed maybe Steve and Bucky being racist in the 40s.
Okay, we discussed maybe they were racist.
Yeah, but we doubted they were. But on the off chance that they we doubted they were, but on the chance that they actually were, low-key would have been kind of funny to come out like 70 years later and be like, what are they doing in the same restaurant as me? Me and my roommate were watching.
Yeah.
We were watching The Winter Soldier, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. We've watched like nothing but Marvel movies for the past week because everything I've watched I've gotten tired of, or I just need a mental break from because I don't have the strength to comprehend it right now. So we've just been watching Marvel movies. We watched The Winter Soldier. Sam was like laying against that tree at the beginning of the movie because Captain America lapped him 14 billion times, and they're talking about running and being fast and stuff. And and I think it was Steve that stuck out his hand or something. And my roommate, who's Asian, who is a minority, um, my roommate was like, imagine he just let him sit there. He's like, don't touch me. It's like, what have you been doing at Washington? But yeah, long story short, racism is bad. But
Racism is bad.
but Bucky's like, hey Sarah, like eyebrows, and Sarah's like, what's up, metal armed man? And
Man.
and and Sam's like, none of that, stop, bye. And then they fix the boat, and then Sam's like, why didn't you use the metal arm? And Bucky's like, I'm right-handed, it's my left arm. And
That was a funny. I don't know. I feel like that one line just explains so much. Because it's like, sometimes you see Bucky do stuff and you're like, he has a metal arm.
why wouldn't you do it with his left hand?
The explanation is so simple. It's hilarious.
Just, I'm right-handed.
It's just like, I'm right-handed. I enjoyed that scene. That made me laugh.
But then we get this brilliant scene of them throwing the shield to each other, like against the trees, against mats and stuff.
I just want to say, so the very first episode, after the very first episode, I made a post saying if I hate Bucky's therapist, or well, basically I didn't like Bucky's therapist. And everyone was telling me, oh, he needs the tough love, like stop babying him. And I never said that. I never said that he did need tough love. Okay, but in this episode, that's the tough love that he needed, not some lady like gaslighting him.
Yeah, he didn't need some old woman telling him that he was like never gonna amount to anything. He needed a colleague or a friend, more like it, even though they'll never admit it. He needed a friend to tell him that he needs to get his butt in gear and go out there and do. And that was probably the most relatable thing, because sometimes people tell us stuff and we just can't hear it unless the right person tells it to us. Like, I can tell.
For everyone sending me hate because I didn't like Bucky's therapist, you can suck it, because this episode proved that what she was saying was not what he needed to hear, and I was right. So.
Exactly. And in the words of me, the penis is here, ripe for sucking. So.
Yes.
Yes. But, yeah, no, it's like if I told you to clean your room and you'd be like, shut up. But like, if Sebastian Stan told you to clean your room, you'd be like,
I'd be like, do you want me to vacuum too? I can clean your room as well.
oh, your car looks like it has a little pollen on it. Let me just, I'll get that.
No, I wouldn't let Sebastian Stan tell you what to do. I would let Tom Holland tell you what to do. That's it.
I was waiting on it. I was surprised.
Anyways, sorry, I got carried away thinking about Tom Holland.
I was surprised that we hadn't talked about him yet.
He's so great.
There's our Tom Holland mention. But yeah, and so they throw the shield around. Bucky's like, I'm gonna make amends, and Sam's like, you're not gonna make amends unless you make amends. And Bucky's like, you know what? You're right. And then they walk away, like they part ways, and I was like, I remember seeing that in the trailer. I was like, why are they walking away from each other?
Yeah.
And I remember someone from our group chat. They were like, my bet is that they're walking away from each other before they go fight the big bad. And I was like, hopefully you're right, because I don't want to see them leave each other, because they're literally almost all they have right now.
Yeah.
And they were right, so kudos to you for watching. Um, person, someone that I'm friends with, and yeah, and so then that's episode 5,
Yes.
and then episode 6.
Great episode.
Oh wait, I
don't
forgot.
lie.
I forgot. Sam gets.
Oh, Sam gets jacked.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whole training montage, like
He looks
big
so
muscles.
good.
Like, yeah.
Let's just flex through.
Yeah.
My guy's bigger with muscles than me. I have good triceps though. You can't see the flex, the lighting's bad. It's fine. I'm working on it.
I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
And then this episode.
Yeah, that's the episode. Sam's cut. Sam's doing flips and front flips and back flips and stuff. I wish I was him. The way I wish I was Anthony Mackie.
He's pretty awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the episode. And then we come into the next episode. Oh wait, there's also the Flag Smashers in the UN or whatever in New York.
Oh yeah, didn't really understand that. I mean, I know they're trying to stop the vote, but I don't know what the vote's for.
Yeah, me neither. But they were like,
what happened?
They're like, let's stop it. And they were like, 1 people, power out, everyone's scared. Then the episode ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we pick right up into the finale, which shows Sam Wilson
As Captain
window
America.
in his new suit. I was like, oh my god.
That shield flies through that window, hits some dude, comes back to him, rolls and hits the floor, gets up, stars and stripes. Right there. Captain America.
It was amazing.
I love him. It's so good.
Yes.
And so we get a really nice, awesome action set piece for like the first 20 minutes of the episode. And they're like, boom, 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 boom. And then Carly's like, lock them up, take them away. And so they do. I don't know where they're taking them to. The bad guy plot really kind of floundered in this show.
It did. Yeah. It was confusing.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was mainly there just for Sam and Bucky plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we see John Walker in his crappy little uniform.
And he's got his nasty metal shield that he made himself. And it's like getting dented and stuff. And I was like, yeah, sounds about right. And then some truck like falls over scaffolding or something. I don't even remember how it got there. But it did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like how they tried to like redeem him in this episode. Because I know that all of the people who are probably the same people who don't like the fact that there is racism talked about in the show, are the same people. I just knew that if he did like one good thing, everyone would instantly forgive him because he's a straight white male character. But you know, when Carly died, she like tried to have Sam was trying to like redeem her, like keep fighting for her cause, and everyone just was like hating her and glad she was dead. I was like,
yeah.
what's the difference here, guys?
One of my friends.
Are you really gonna praise John Walker for choosing to not let a bus full of people die? Like that's the bare minimum.
Yeah, one of my friends was like, I hate Carly. I'm glad she's dead. I was like, I don't think you understood the point then.
Yeah, like Sam literally explained why you shouldn't hate Carly in his huge, awesome monologue.
Mm-hmm. Very great.
He was literally like, yes, she went about it wrong, but you have to think about why she became so crazy about it.
Because they weren't gonna
constantly treating her bad.
They weren't gonna hear her unless she went to extreme measures. Like, people don't get listened to on the ground floor. They have to shout to be heard. And I think that was also that same friend that hated Carly. He said the rest of the episode was social commentary, and he wasn't about it. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It was social commentary. What are you gonna do about it?
Like, you just forced racism into it. They didn't force racism into it. It's just about racism. That's the plot. They weren't like, here's the plot, and let's try to force racism into it as much as we can. Like, no, the plot is racism. It's not forced. It's literally the show.
Yeah, it's literally the point of the show. But yeah, it was a good, good action set piece. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like, yeah, John did do the bare minimum. He just saved a busload full of people and stuff. But I like the fact that in some way or form he did kind of get his head straight.
Yeah.
And like honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, I hope we see more of him. We probably will since he got the official title of U.S. agent.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely see more of him.
And like I hope we get to see more character development of him, because I'm not gonna lie, like I don't dislike his character. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't hate him. You know, like
No, yeah, I think his character definitely should be developed more. Obviously,
yes,
I don't like him as a person. But he's a complex and interesting character.
he is a very complex character.
I just don't think he should be redeemed right now.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been
Right
redeemed
away.
so soon.
I don't think everyone should be forgiving him.
Yeah.
You know?
And yeah, I agree exactly what you're saying. But I want to see more of him. I hope we do. I hope we get to see more development of him because he is a very complex character, and that's for certain. So I hope we get to see more John Walker as U.S. agent. We probably will. I don't know when it's going to be, but
America 4.
Captain America 4, probably then actually. That'd be fun. That'd be.
I'm so excited.
Watch like John get more character development and become like a better person and stuff. And then our new Cap trio is Sam, Bucky, and John.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. I don't. And plus, I don't know. It was a good episode. The whole speech he did. Whoever wrote that deserves like so many awards.
Was phenomenal.
It was great. It was powerful, but it was on the nose enough. And like
it was just so like, yes, I agree. Like everything he said is exactly what I was thinking. And is exactly what is right. You know.
Yes. And I don't know. It was certainly very good. And
yes.
Then after that, and Bucky says some stuff to him. I don't know. They're leaving, and talking and shoulder pats and stuff. And I was like, they did it. They saved the day. And then they're like,
oh, I wasn't like, I was just like,
oh. But then Bucky's like, I'm gonna get Sharon to a hospital, and they're like, Falcon, Captain America, whatever.
Oh my God! When he was like, when the guy was like, "That's Black Falcon," and the other guy was like,
"No, that's
Captain America." I was like, "Oh my God!"
But
amazing.
That dude was like, "We got some guy in the river. Can you go get him?" And he was like, "You better believe you better believe it, because I can fly." And then he goes and does it, and then we get the whole like boat scene and stuff, and Bucky's like holding kids on his arm and bringing in cakes and stuff, and it. And I hate to sound like a Bucky stan. I'm not a Bucky stan, but he's actually happy now.
Yes. He was. It was like perfect. He just like shows up with this little cake and the sunglasses, and he's just like messing around.
That reminds me of like literally.
It's just
like maybe it's just because I'm from Louisiana, but like everybody like that whole sequence just reminded me so much of my family's own like Thanksgivings and stuff, and like.
That's good. The scene was accurate.
Yeah. Sebastian, if you see this, please come to my Thanksgiving. I mean...
I'm sure Sebastian Stan watches this.
I'm sure he does too. I'm sure he probably saw it watching our accounts off of his secret TikTok account. And he was like, you know what, I'll go check that out since it's my show. So, Sebastian, hi. Please come to my Thanksgiving.
Also, are you single?
Yeah. No. Not for me.
He's not single. I know you're not single. But is Tom Holland single? And I know that you think he's annoying. And you also probably at this point think I'm annoying. So wouldn't you want to set him up with someone annoying? Because he's annoying, so he's like a taste of his own medicine.
Right?
We'd be perfect.
She's very annoying. They'd go perfect together.
Yeah. Thanks, Micah.
You're welcome.
Anyways, is it really an episode of this podcast if I don't put out a PSA that I want to date Tom Holland?
No, I don't expect anything less. And you know what?
No.
I'm ready to get back into Star Wars topics too, and you're still gonna find a way to bring him into it. He's gonna be nowhere near related, and you're gonna be like, okay, but like if the voice actor for Tech, D. Bradley Baker, knows the guy that knows Tom Holland, can you like give him my number?
I think a really good thing to do would be on our wedding day to go through all the episodes of the podcast where I put out these announcements like I'm gonna date Tom Holland, and then we'll play them, and then it'll be like, and then she did date me. Was that Australian? It sounded more Australian than British.
Right, so after that, Amaya clearly ended up dating me. She did not like the beads on toast, however.
She don't like the beads on toast.
No.
This part's gonna be played at the wedding too, so I just want to say hi everyone.
No, yeah, hey, happy to be here. I see myself over there in that chair. How you doing?
Yeah.
You look good.
Oh yeah.
You look really
Mike
good.
is invited to Tom Holland and I's wedding.
Yes. Tom.
Especially because you're going to be the one who sets us up. Remember?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So
Tom,
you're probably making like a speech or something.
I will make a speech. Hey, you have your speech ready, right? Yeah, I know you did. Come on, get something. Tom, if it hasn't happened yet, Miles Morales, please.
Yeah. Okay, now that our favors are asked.
Yeah.
Everyone have a great wedding day.
Yeah. Live long and prosper. Marriage.
People who are watching, right? Like,
Like,
what is happening right now? What are they doing? Like, I'm sorry that you guys just. If you're still watching, I will literally Venmo you like $50. I am so confident that no one is watching it.
You said Venmo, but I heard Ven. And I heard the Ven part, and my brain said bend. So you said I will bend in my head, and I was like, you what?
I will Venmo you $50 because that's how confident I am that that everyone turned off after listening to that. If they were still watching this.
If you're still watching this, you have my undying love and affection.
Yes.
Because, yeah.
Because we're annoying.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. We're an interesting pair to listen to.
We are. Wait, what does Wanda say? I don't remember. Anyways, so that's the finale.
Yeah,
Great finale.
and Sharon's like, I'm a war criminal now, but I live in the United States. Yeah, she's like, girl boss. So yeah, she's gonna sell government secrets.
Show. Bad Batch on Tuesday.
Yeah, really good show. And yeah, Bad Batch comes out on Tuesday. May 4th is coming up, and we're gonna have, and because school is gonna be over by the time that Bad Batch releases for both of us, we're gonna have a regular Bad Batch schedule. So yeah, I can't wait to see you guys there. So and hopefully this will bring back the Star Wars hype on TikTok. Cause god dang, my views are bad. It's terrible.
Oh.
But yeah.
Although I did have my one video about the guy asking me about the sequels. That one actually did pretty well.
I've barely had a video scrape 100 views for like the past week.
But generally posts about the sequels always do well because it stirs up controversy. So
I tried posting a sequel video for controversy to get interaction. Didn't work. Everyone was like, I absolutely agree. What?
I actually, the biggest controversy I've had on this was that guy coming in and calling me a bandwagon 10 times.
Yeah, I saw that on your story. I was like,
I'm like, let's read it really quick, just so you guys know what we're talking about. Oh, you're one of those bandwagons using the wrong "your." Well, I can understand considering these are all separate comments. Considering he's probably a legit fan and you're a bandwagon. The bandwagons are mad right now. you're not a Star Wars fan, you're a bandwagon. Wrong, you're spelled bandwagon wrong. We don't talk to basic bandwagons. So I'm like, so what I'm seeing here, and those were all on different videos too. What I'm seeing here is, number one, you've never talked to a woman. Number two, you just found out what the word bandwagon wagon means 20 minutes before you commented this.
He woke up and looked at his word of the day calendar.
You have a huge crush on me. You're obsessed.
I was going to say that. I was going to say it. Fan behavior.
And number four, you have not seen the sun in at least 4 months. Because those are the only circumstances under which anyone would ever leave those comments on my posts. That's it.
That's it. They just want the attention.
But yeah, Star Wars content coming soon.
Yes.
We'll have I'm trying to think of, so we'll have Loki and Black Widow in June.
Mm-hmm. And then something in the fall, I don't know.
We'll have What If in July or August. So excited for that one.
That one's gonna be cool. And
yeah.
we chose, it's a good year for content. It's a good year for us as content creators. And yeah, Bad Batch next Tuesday. See you guys next weekend, I guess.
We'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, so as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Micah.
I'm Maya.
And yep, I almost forgot it. And always remember,
Sith happens.
Yeah, it does. We'll see you guys next week. Okay. Okay.